work extremely hard to make sure that Aang doesn't get like any extra favors.
Right.
It looks like we're jumping in here. We're on jelly. Is Jabibi a jelly enjoyer?
I think so.
I feel like Jabibi likes a jelly.
Makes sense. Like you get a lot off of it setup wise. Either Gur on the plats or like the sup air on the plats, as well as just like everything else with the blastodes.
Oof. A little explosion there from Gur made me think that Jabibi got hit there, but
yeah, the fire.
It looks like Gur's putting in some work right now. Oh, getting hit by both hits of the sub air, gonna eat a ton of damage. Yep, that grounded up special. Isn't that grounded up special?
Yes.
Cancel into that.
Yes.
What a crazy movement option.
It's a really cool option for sure. Like you can even, if you jump cancel it, because it is jump cancelable, you could almost use it like a shine, but just like will send people like slightly up instead of like down and forward. So you could like do that multiple times into a wave dash. And it's not too useful, but it is a thing.
Jabibi looking there to get Gur to for a little bit extra help, but eventually got out of it.
Yeah.
Ooh, just out of the range of the laser. You're gonna need to take a stock here pretty quick. Yep. Okay. Is Zim still bottom tier? No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so basically Zim, a lot of things changed about Zim. Main thing was Gur for sure. So Gur essentially now takes knockback like characters do. So he's more like Luma or like Popo and Nana, where like now instead of just standing there like Goddard does when you hit him, he actually gets bounced back. He gains a little bit more health now instead of like being weaker. He has the ability to float now, so like when he doesn't have like Gur, when he's off stage, if you hold the up special button, he'll actually just kind of float there, like, almost like a peach float.
Kind of like a peach float, but he shoots up at the beginning and then goes.
Yeah, he gets like a jump plus up special.
Avoiding the teeter punish by having Gur just help out.
Yeah.
That's what a good friend does, right?
Exactly.
Gur, he might be a defective unit, but you know what? He's still dang useful.
Right. He tries. He tries his best. He also...
Being able to get back to ledge there, no edge guard.
Yeah.
Really like Jabibi kind of run away.
Jabibi is definitely hanging out right here. No, Gur getting knocked off stage.
Yep, and then immediately killing Gur just to get him to respawn just a little bit faster.
Yeah, that taunt cancel. And it is still quite slow.
Ooh, right call out with the laser, but just a little bit too early.
I love the positioning with Gur right now. Making the cube. Nice.
Wow. Yeah, you don't really expect Gur to have like the kill power, but he does.
Yeah. And part of it too
Jabibi's
is
constantly like doing this thing, jumping up to the top platform, throwing Gur down, and just kind of saying like, "Nah, I'm Donkey Kong. Fight my barrels.
Yeah, right. Like
fight my little minions."
Gur too, like you get hit by it like that when it's like approaching you from behind. You might have some like sus DI too, because you're not even expecting to have to deal with like an interaction from Gur. It's just very disorienting the fight.
You know, I just noticed Gur gets hit by the slime cancel as well and gets stunned.
Oh, that's
I didn't know that I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense, but
like now he's like just straight up a character, like the way he functions.
Oof. Yep. Korra neutral stone. That moves huge.
Big move.
If you're not ready for that move, it will kill you. But very well fought by both players. Really, you know, we're gonna see where the adaptations come in now. Stage picks, of course. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I don't really know what stage you'd necessarily prefer. You'd prefer for Zim. That would not necessarily be as good for Korra. I feel like Korra's pretty good anywhere. Okay, rooftop, yeah. I guess Korra loses out a little bit by not being able to go under the stage. Kind of has to recover more linearly. Things are getting started here pretty quick. Jabibi already at 64%. Letting Gur get back in the game. Canceling with the explosion here just to try and put a little work, not let Gur die out too early. But gonna get hit by these rocks and lose the stock early. Dangerous spot to be in, but if you just, you know, if you believe and you throw enough sub bears,
right,
and maybe hit a cheeky snare. Oh no!
Oh no! Yeah,
dangerous spot to be in. It's okay. I mean, you know, it's only game 2.
Right.
But this is definitely stuff that will hurt you. I think the comeback is doable. It's just hard.
Yeah.
Yep, that'll kill. Right? No.
Now it'll kill.
That will.
Yeah,
yep,
that was
there
far across the screen for that first one. I could understand him not making it. Oh, nice little back.
It's started here.
Oh, it's like such small errors. You can't kick yourself.
Look for mini boost there, I think.
Yeah.
Couldn't find it. You're gonna get killed off the top. Gonna have to burst. Maybe. I don't know if that would have killed or not. Better to be safe than sorry, though, especially in this case.
Woo!
2 snares? No way.
All right, we're back.
Well, still a little bit work left to be done. Can't get killed here. Gotta start evening things up now.
Still, even if you don't, like, much better to be in a 1 stock difference than 3.
It's true.
All right, cook here. Nice, nice.
Cooking?
58% unanswered. 68. 84.
Here comes Gur. Gonna look for one of those, oh, a little explosion, okay.
Okay.
Bombs into a slime dash snare, even.
Look at this.
Jabibi came to play. Oh, there's Gur saving the day once again.
Jabibi is fucking going off right now. Wow.
Is Jabibi a Zim main or a Gur main?
Dude, I don't know.
Getting so much usage out of Gur here.
Even now, CGA putting down the ice, trying to make Gur run over it and be fucked up.
Trying to close these gaps. Getting a little bit of damage in now. Scary spot to be in, especially with how light Zim is.
Yeah, you gotta be careful here. No burst. You could just die at this percent. Oh, great drag down.
Comes the laser. Wow, wasn't even ready.
Yeah,
I wasn't ready.
Expect that. I didn't think that would hit.
I really didn't either. Maybe that's a rooftop thing.
That might be, yeah. Jabibi's kind of aware of that.
Yeah, as long as you're like kind of on screen, I guess the laser will hit.
Right. Dude, good stuff. What a comeback.
Alright, evened up. But now the stage pick is back in CGA's hands. I think we're going to see something a little bit larger this time. Jabibi, I have the ankles memorized.
Insane.
That's raw.
Insane. That's what it takes.
I mean, it's kind of like the Goddard laser, if you think about it a little bit. You know,
Yeah,
it's at that weird like upwards angle. If you know where your opponent's going to be, you just line yourself up and do it.
Yeah. Platform fighters are basically like geometry. Like more than anything. It's just math.
If you know calculus,
right.
You'll probably be all right.
Yeah. The Pythagorean theorem. Get out that graphics calculator, guys.
Yeah, get out your TI-84s. Hop on Desmos.
Yeah. I'm sure there's somebody out there that uses Desmos to calculate launch angles. Like, surely.
There's no way.
Like, surely. There has to be, right?
Maybe. Why don't we do that?
I swear there was a guy I saw a YouTube video for where it was like, I used math or something to confirm like some like Smash tech or some weird thing. And it was like an hour-long like documentary styled like thing about like how math works with platform fighters. I forget what it was about though. But like, I'd have to find it. But it was some shit like that where basically they were like learning, they were using like calculus or something for Smash.
I mean, that's all it is. When you hit an opponent, you have knockback at a set angle,
Right.
and it has like, you know, a velocity and stuff. It's all physics and calculus.
Right.
So like theoretically, I guess you could measure out combos and stuff without, but there's so many other factors like DI, hit stun fall speed, you know, gravity, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, is it really more trouble than it's worth to just go in training mode and up throw your opponent?
True. Nah, I'm never using the training room. Fuck the lab. I'm pulling out the graphics calculator.
Skipping from the lab to the classroom.
Yeah. Bro, this ain't science class.
I don't need Trig to figure out what a 45-degree angle is with a bit of practice.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, this type of stuff makes me glad there are platform fighters that aren't Smash. Why do you think? Why would you say that?
You don't need
like
these
Smash is too mathed out.
You don't need like math to figure out Smash. Those are just the nerds. We don't even know frame data in this scene.
If I told this in a Smash tournament, I've ceased and desisted. Why? What did I say? I'm talking about numbers?
Nintendo would have been like, you know frame data? Get out of here.
This is a game where you click buttons. There's no calculus.
Right.
But Jabibi already like a stock down.
Yeah.
Yep, good call out with the flat drop to the back air. Yep, let those bombs just fly free. And there's Jabibi with the calculus, the 45-degree angle.
Wizard, math wizard.
Oh, there comes Gur, saving the day, the hero.
The homie. Oh no, he walked on ice. So for those that don't know, there's a weird interaction with like when Gur touches ice in this game, where essentially during a match, if he touches like the ice on the ground, he now like permanently is in a slippery state for the rest of the usage in the game.
Oh, poor Zim. Yeah, that float buff definitely helps, but it, you know, there's some points where you just are gonna die anyways.
Yeah, like it's useful, but only as useful as you make it. One thing to think about with that too is like you could air dodge out of the float to continue acting, and then you could use like mini moose to kind of like stall wherever you're at as well. Like there's a couple things you could do, like pull bomb, mini moose, then like blow yourself up. A lot of little tricks you can do.
Jabibi's playing very carefully here to make sure that, you know, Korra doesn't get in.
Yeah. Oh.
Looked for a mini moose there, but Korra just moves too quick.
Yeah.
Gonna eat a ton of damage. Okay, sub air bomb will take it. Gotta get some percent on the board here, keep things even. I mean, this is kill percent for Zim. Very light character. Oof. Getting hit with that downwards, the EX water. Jabibi's getting something started here. CGA is able to find a way out. Looking to close out this last stock here, but without getting too close to the little robot. Jabibi looking for a snare to try and finish out that stock. Spiking Jabibi onto the stage and falling underneath, having to cancel that out early to get back up, I think. Jabibi looking for the laser.
Not gonna kill the
Not
blast
gonna
zone.
kill. Wow.
Maybe this time just expecting it, so like DI maybe a bit more prepared. Oh, this is rough. No Gur just yet.
CGA played very smart there, holding back and using the forward tilt to do a little bit of spacing.
Oh, this is so rough. Again, no Gerd, just died. Didn't get to have any interaction that time. Oh, the sliding, no.
We hit with the rocks.
That ice is like really fucking up Jabibi right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
especially on a stage like this, you can just put it right in the center.
Yeah, you literally
There's no way to go around it.
Yeah, you have to interact with it. Wow.
Very smart play by CGA. But you know what? That stage is out of the rotation now. You don't have to go back to it.
Right.
You can pick anything you want. I mean, you know, that isn't banned or you won on before, but
right.
Within the rules.
Let's go to default jellyfish fields.
Calculus triple up smash. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what Jabibi would necessarily want to pick here. I mean, I guess he wants something that you can avoid the ice. If that's truly what's making things tough here. Because you don't want to force Gur to go through it. So maybe something like Frias or maybe even food. I don't know if they went to food game 1 or not.
I think they did, didn't they?
They might have.
I thought they did. Oh no, wasn't it jelly?
I think it was jelly. I think
Right.
Jabibi won on jelly, and then they went rooftop, and then star dial.
Yes.
Well, I can just look at the little thing here. Game 1, CGA won, then game 2, Jabibi won, then game 3, which just happened, was also CGA. So Jabibi won on the rooftop counter pick, I think, with the calculus angles.
Yeah, Miracle and Pariah are the bands this time around. Looks like Jelly again.
Can they go back to jelly? I guess they can, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's looking like the move.
Jelly's a solid pick.
Yeah, I think it does well for Zim, especially now that the ice is in play. It'll give Gur some more options to like get around it. Alright, here we go.
Yep. Jabibi's very comfortable on this stage. I think this is definitely going to be, you know, feeling a little bit like home.
Yeah.
Good restraint there, not really going in after Gur got defeated there. Dropping shield after the second part of that dash attack really can mess you up. I know I fall for it.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting bodied by that.
Oof.
Yeah, good start.
Good start for Jabibi.
Yeah, dude, like much better. You know, being able to just start off early instead of having like a lot of the matches that Jabibi's lost so far have just been like these long drawn out first stocks where both are doing a little bit of damage, but just they aren't able to really get anything going. And now this time it seems like both first and second stock we're seeing like even the smaller interactions in terms of damage, like you're getting the hits that you can afford to get, and you're taking the ones you don't need to worry about just yet as well. Oh,
Rock Nair, it's gonna hit hard.
nice.
Having to like hold the stick there to the left, making Gur kind of unusable during that up special.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to, you know, you don't want to have Gur get in play at the sacrifice of you surviving on like to get back to the stage.
Right.
Good call out. Yep, just keep those bombs coming. Okay. CGA opting to recover high there, very smart. Get over those bombs. Really just avoid the trouble area. Going for the ledge guard now. Jabibi stuck in the up special without Gur.
Ooh, that would have killed for sure.
CGA opting to burst it just to live a little bit longer. Maybe extend this lead or extend this stock a little bit longer than if it had been lost. BB's looking to get a stock here without having to interact too much. Laser really at 170.
There we go.
Okay, that'll do it. Really scary there on the respawn, especially with the invincibility. People can just run up to you.
Yeah.
You have to be super careful. Okay, opting to take some space instead of charging in. Pretty smart.
That was so good.
Looking to follow up off that up special, but Gur was ready to stand in the way. A little bit of a Superman type action.
The positioning by Jabibi to do that is actually like insane.
Ooh, getting hit by the
the
whip.
bomb killed them!
And the bomb!
That's unfortunate.
That's really unfortunate.
I was kind of hoping that maybe
risk.
force him out of like hits down there and like let him live longer, but
Yep.
did the opposite.
Jabibi just shutting down Gur there after getting hit by the ice. Just saying, I don't want that.
I'm good. Oh, again, the ice. Yeah. Starting to come out. Doesn't seem to be as impactful. The stage is a little bit bigger. More ways to move around as well, but still. Nice. Getting pushed off though. That was weird. Uh-oh.
That was a little weird. That's okay though, you live those.
Uh-oh.
The rocks are coming, but...
Oh, EX up special. Wow! What a reversal. That was actually so smart.
That was very
is a
goofy.
genius. Oh.
Oh, you can't get hit by that after that.
Come on.
But you know what? It's even. Jabibi's got to fight here to stay in this tournament.
Right.
Getting things started here. Rolling out. Getting out of that jab confirm. Good spot dodge. CJ's looking to lock things in here to earn that grand final spot. You have to be so careful because Zim's just gonna explode you.
Yeah.
Getting things started here, but being off stage against the absolute fortress that is Zim and Gur, both on the plat and the base plat.
Good stuff.
Calling out with the snare, yeah. A little bit of fight left, going to game 5.
Jabibi has been forcing so many game 5s these past couple sets. Or had to deal with a lot of them. So, no matter
Jabibi is content farming.
Yes, essentially.
Saying, no, we get the game 5s. Jabibi knows what the people want to see.
Right.
I can never tell if Jabibi's gonna kill before 100 or after 160. That's Zim.
That's so true.
This victory animation is so weird, because, like, Gur looks fine when standing on the right, but then as he moves to the left, it's like, yeah, that model was not really meant to be viewed at that angle.
Yeah. I'm honestly surprised. Well, to be honest, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it looks weird.
It's fine. It's just so different from how Gur looks in the rest of the game.
Yeah. Honestly, it's impressive that it looks, like, passable. Like, 360, I feel like that, with characters that look like this, is pretty difficult.
Yeah.
Like, you're translating a character that's inherently only in two dimensions into 3D, and it honestly still doesn't even look bad.
That's the problem NASB 1 had, is because they just went for the, like, viewable at any angle character design for everybody except for, like, Jenny and, like, Garfield. But then that just made, like, characters like Danny Phantom just look the way they do.
Yeah. Fucking big-ass feet.
Does he have hitboxes on his feet in that game?
Yeah.
Or hurt boxes? Because I know he doesn't in this game.
He does in that game.
He doesn't in SB1, we'll just have to add it.
Yeah. He's
like the other the other secret hurt box
Oh,
that we're adding.
yeah.
Stay tuned.
Awesome. Man. I think Zim gets tired, like, doing this.
I think he's enjoying it. You know when you're having fun and you like, don't realize that you're tired.
Right.
I think that's what's happening here.
I see. Looks like bans have been asked, but Jabibi's thinking, I think, right now.
Like when Zim goes home later, he's gonna sit down. He's gonna fall asleep in like 5 seconds because he's gonna like it's gonna like the exhaustion is gonna catch up. You know?
Yeah. Like I'm tired.
It's like a little kid, you know? Like little kids would be like, I'm not tired, I'm nap, and then you put them down for a nap, they're out. it's like they're done.
Yeah, he's just done. Looks like bans are Stardial and Technodrome. So, no smaller stages. Honestly, I feel it's gonna have to be like PK. Or like... whatever.
Looks like they've picked... I'm not an admin on StarGG, so I can't see anything. So I gotta go off what you tell me.
Erkin. Here we go.
I pointed this out the other day, but I was like, man, it's kind of weird that the monitor isn't in the exact center of the stage.
Yeah. It's bizarre.
Very slightly off to the side. But enough about the art. We're out here. It's Erkin. Dual plat. Let's see. I mean, I guess this makes sense, kind of, with the options that are left.
Right.
I guess have to be very careful, because this could turn into a Stardial situation.
Yeah.
CGA did a good job to make sure to ban the stages that Jabibi was really looking for. So that kind of makes sense. Looks like Zim's off stage. What's CGA gonna get out of this?
Ooh.
Yep, okay.
Oh,
almost second with the rock.
That was crazy.
The Hedgehog!
Barely avoiding and barely surviving.
Yep. Looks like Gur's trying to help out, but it's getting a little scary. Starting to create a box here. But CGA found a way in, but it's gonna get killed. That's a tough spot to be in. Oh, the platform's saving Jabibi there from falling into that neutral strong. Gonna get hit by another one though. Stock down. CGA. Getting the grab here, getting things started. Being very mindful of all of Zim's tricks. Gur's back online. Let's see what Jabibi does. Really not much room to take Gur out when you're playing this kind of mid-range closeness. Yep, had to take some space. Here come the bombs.
Oh yeah, that's hard to...
And there's the jet. Oh, the neutral strong. That's not good.
That's... Oh wait, what?
What?
That was so good awareness. No way.
That EX really worth it. Still living.
Cooking.
Now it's time to get some mileage out of this extra life saved by that EX up special. CGA could very quickly shut this down though. One good confirm.
Yeah, they need like a couple hits here. Get something going, like a down air or something for Jabibi. Up air, drag down, doesn't get it.
With Gur offline, things are a lot more scary when you're fighting Korra.
Yeah. Still
living at 119. I The get up attack hitting. And here come the bombs. The box is formed, but you're gonna get grabbed.
Yeah.
126 still living. Things are looking very even now. Narrowly avoiding these whip setups. Maybe keeping up the pressure here, making sure that CGA just doesn't get in.
Wow.
Force to burst that, yep. You really want to hold on to these stocks as long as possible here.
Ooh.
Maybe opting not to burst, to hold on to the 2 slime bars.
I like that, actually.
I think that's a smart play. But you've really got to make sure that you shut down CGA as quick as possible here.
Barely.
Now the slime is back. The slime is in Jabibi's favor here. The CGA still with the bar online. Still can put in some work.
Get him, Gur.
Gur's going to shut down that setup. Now that with him exploded, CGA's going to put in some work. Jabibi's on the defensive.
Oh, jeez. Both have
That's
bursts.
supposed to be in the edge guard.
That was crazy.
You could have held that maybe. The slime cancel's still going to hit.
Oh, no. Still has burst online. Going for 3, maybe. Snare maybe incoming if Jabibi can survive.
3 bars online. Gonna start leaking slime if none's used.
Has to use it there. You're not gonna survive another hit. That's it.
Yeah.
Wow. Jabibi
Well played.
going down in the losers finals. Nail biter, man.
Solid 3rd place at that game 5. The CJ is gonna move on to grand finals against PokePen. The rematch. Maybe we'll see the Aang again. Jabibi definitely putting on a show though. Showing us with this little Zim, this little green alien, what he's capable of.
Yeah. Alright, chat, we're here. We're in grands. But seriously, congrats to Jabibi. They made it really fucking far. But now it's time for CGA. Bean, who you got?
Who I got?
Who you got winning?
I think the realistic pick here is PokePen. I mean, after that commanding 3-0 in winners finals,
Yeah.
I see things happening that way again, but I don't know.
Could you imagine, like, what if it's just like a complete reverse 6-0 sweep?
It could be. It really could be.
Like CGA was just holding back. They had like some secret like freaking Rocksteady in the tank that just cooks.
CGA could have some lessons learned here from the Zim. Maybe some adjustment was made here that might make things more in their favor, but we'll just have to wait and see.
Now we're getting set up here. Looks like Food Dreams will be the pick for these gamers.
Running it back, I mean, that's what we saw before, too.
Yeah, they both are just comfortable with it.
Makes sense. I mean, why differ?
Right.
You know? Why do anything different?